On the other side of the ball here, guys, Jacksonville, I mean, number one, a crushing loss for Jacksonville. But I think the fantasy storyline, Matthew, is like what DEFCON are we at for Brian Thomas Jr. with Trevor Lawrence right now? Because this isn't just a this year thing.
Yeah, this is a bad day at the office for Brian Thomas. Obviously the fourth down drop is is sort of what made headlines, but just, felt like he ran wrong routes. Felt like he stopped running through a route as well. And
was the reaction after the game from Liam Cohen? Liam Cohen was asked about it, and he was kind of like something I have to look into. I guess he wasn't.
He was very visibly holding it back.
What
he really wanted to say. It reminded Brian Thomas's game yesterday. Reminded me of Anthony Volpe throwing to first base. What are you doing? Is there something wrong in the wiring? Where it's just he kind of had the yips. He was visibly pulling out of routes over the middle because he didn't want to get hit. It's what are you doing? This is your job. You have to try and catch the football. It's very strange.
5 for 60 would be a disappointing day at the office for Brian Thomas Jr. That's his total production on the year through 2 games. 5 receptions for only 60 yards, and yet he's getting a 27% target share yesterday.
Right, that's not the issue, yeah.
Just didn't come in with the ball. And I will just say this. We had a very good day on fantasy football pregame. A lot of stuff that we predicted came true. My desperation play was Emmy Brown. Comes through with a touchdown here. But if there's one big, huge swing and miss, I was all in on Travis Hunter yesterday, and that did not work out. So I apologize, America.
Cornerback now.
I was going to say, because they chose to play him on defense
They chose
instead.
to play him on defense, and he gets the penalty, and I don't know.
Cody Kiger, is Emmy Brown's stock up and BTJ's stock down?
Yes, but not in a way that you care about, right? Do they like Emmy Brown a little bit more today than they did yesterday? Yeah, maybe. And BTJ they're annoyed with, but does that translate into anything you're going to do fantasy-wise? No. We can talk Emmy Brown for deeper leagues tomorrow. Again, he was my desperation play. We always pick one player that's available in over 80% of leagues, and mine was Emmy Brown yesterday because they are running a lot of 3 wide receiver sets, and Brown is out there when Hunter and BTJ are. But still, I don't know. Travis Hunter, by the way, let's talk about him for real quickly. He's now been under 35 receiving yards in both games. He's got only 3 deep targets. He had a under 15% target share in this one. I was so high on Travis Hunter in the preseason.
Me too.
And I was high on him on Sunday, and so just mea culpa, swing and a miss. I was the Brian Thomas Jr. fantasy analyst when it comes to the Jaguars yesterday.
What are we doing with Travis Hunter next week against Houston? We're
benching him.
Yeah, low-end flex?
If that, yeah. I think Brian Thomas Jr. you have to still keep starting. Sure. I'm benching Hunter until further notice. The one last positive I'll say about this game very quickly is Bashal Tutin looked as advertised.
Yes.
He's coming. I'm not saying he's going to overtake Travis Etienne, but
I think
he was very productive on limited touches.
Yeah.
He could be this year's Bucky Irving.
Kind of a Jalen Warren feel with Tutin yesterday. Just get him going in the screen game, make a couple people miss, and he's just so explosive and looks different than everything else they have. So that is a positive for Jacksonville. And once again, all of these newer breakouts we mentioned will be deeper on waiver wires tomorrow as well.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.